All right, Northwoods Cardboard Gang, today we're going to take a look at Pokemon 151. That's right, the pre-releases became available today. What is the results? We'll go into it right after this. Alright guys, I'm Andy with Northwoods TCG, and today we're going to be taking a look at Pokemon 151, the English version, or Scarlet and Violet 151. That's what's going to be called here in the United States, which is okay. I like the Pokemon 151 title, but I'll live with the Scarlet and Violet 151. We still know the overall meaning of this particular set. What is happening with this set, what has occurred today is just absolute craziness for a set in the last year and a half when it comes down to Pokemon products. So today we're going to take a look at 2 or 3 of the products. I was going to be doing an investment video, but I decided to hold off on that. It was going to be released today, Friday at the recording of this, but I decided I was going to wait on that release, see how this panned out, and boy, it delivered in aces at the end of the day. So once again, there's some really good items that we can take a look at what occurred. I'm sorry guys if you guys did not get on the Pokemon Center site in about the first hour or 2 hours of the release of this as a pre-releases. You're probably going to be hard pressed to get this product right now. It's going to be a keep watching and waiting, and hopefully it comes available. Definitely join some watch groups and things like that, so when it comes up, and have your notifications on, because when they come up, they are going to go, and they went fast today. So first one we're going to take a look at is this particular product, which is going to be the Pokemon Center ETB. This is released today on the Pokemon Center website, and like I said, it was up for about hour and 45 minutes, just over that. I got on right when it was pre-released, and I got 4 of them. I wanted them. I knew that they'd be really popular, and overall, I think that they're a great piece, and I think that Pokemon has done a very good job in this particular set with the artwork, and what they've done and put together in this particular package by enticing, like myself, the OGs, back into this particular set. I love it. I think it's going to do really well. I love the Japanese set once again, and I think that all of this in the long run will be a great investment at the end of the day. Now, one thing I'm going to put a word of caution on. These sold out extremely quickly on the Pokemon Center website. I did not expect them to sell that quickly. I was thinking maybe a day or 2 we would see orders on that, but it was literally 2 hours and they were gone. Overall, that's great. That means there's a lot of hype and FOMO for this particular set. The other thing is that means that they might not be printing a lot of product for this. So you could take it either way you want to look at it. Maybe they've reduced the amount of print on this particular set, or because it's so early and we don't have the set releasing until October 6th, they might be just taking a first little gander to see how quickly this product sells to give them a good starting point for where they want to go with the total number of products. So I would definitely join a notification site, or definitely be watching that Pokemon Center site as much as possible to catch potentially more listings of this particular product. Right now, would I go out and buy this product on the secondary market? No, I would not. We're already seeing the prices of this particular item going up to $120 to $150, and it's not even close to the release date. So people are really taking these pre-orders, capturing them, and really trying to maximize their profit right off the bat. And guys, some of these have already sold at that price, so it is going crazy. Just keep a cool head about this one. When it comes down to the investability of the set, I do believe it's there, but I wouldn't put myself in a position where I'm pinned down with a large overhead with this particular product. I would take my time, wait it out a little bit, and just see where this thing whole runs out, because my feelings is that we might see more of these ETBs come back on Pokemon Center. We even saw it with Celebrations. That initial wave sold extremely quickly of the Pokemon Center ETBs for Celebrations, and then they showed up and they just kind of sat on there, and they just seemed to be a print to order at some point. And we could potentially see that with Pokemon 151 or Scarlet and Violet 151 when we keep moving forward as we get closer to October. You know, there's be cancellations, there'll be more products that way. Pokemon may gauge this and go, yeah, there's a huge demand, we're going to go ahead and print more of this, and they'll show up again. So overall, incredibly good sales right off the bat, as long as this was a true number sale. We were trying to see comparatively to other ETBs that they've sold for the Pokemon Center ETBs. They had a similar amount of listings, and this was a really quick and clean sale, really fast for them. The other product that's also coming up right now that everybody's talking about is the Ultra Premium Collection Box. Now, I want to take a moment to talk about this one. We've got mixed feelings when it comes down to these UPCs, right, guys? All of us have been in this roller coaster of events between the Celebrations UPC, the Charizard UPC, and now we're going back to the Scarlet and Violet 151 UPC. And what would make the one not printable again? You know, that was always the discussion when it came down to Charizard UPC, is that it was extremely easy to reprint that particular product, while the Celebrations one was very difficult to reprint that product because of a certain item inside of there. And of course, the certain item is going to be the gold card. Once again, a metal cards inside of those particular sets made it a little bit more difficult to do reprints on it when it came down to the Celebrations UPC, which was my cautionary tale when it came to the Charizard UPCs. There was no limiting factor when it came down to them turning on a printer and just printing more cards. What are we seeing with this Pokemon 151 Ultra Premium Collection Box? We are seeing another gold card in this particular set, or a metal card, I guess. They say it's an etched metal card. And once again, it comes down to how difficult is it going to be to make that card. I'd like to see what that's going to look like, if there's enamel involved, if there's the sticker on the back that makes it look like, or the painting on the back that makes it look like the back of a Pokemon card. Those are all factors that could determine whether or not it's easy to reprint this or not. If it's like the Arceus ones, then it might be a little bit easier to reprint those comparatively to the Celebrations ones. So we're definitely going to have to keep in mind and keep an eye on what we're going to be getting with that gold card. But once again, that could be one of those limiting factors that we could be seeing in that Pokemon 151 UPC. That could be the one thing that keeps that print rate down compared to the Charizard. But once again, word of caution when it comes down to UPCs, we could see a limited print in which the $199 or $119.99 is justified, and it'll be really good, and it'll sell at that or be sold out really quickly, like we saw today. Best Buys went up and they're already sold out. A couple other places that came up are already sold out that I was following. They didn't last very long either, but of course we're seeing the secondary sites now. You can go buy it right now for $200, $199.99. They instantly got bought out on one sites and moved up to that $200 range. We saw the same thing with the Charizard UPC. So just keep that in mind, that you have to look at the limiting factor, and when we see that metal edge card and what we're going to be dealing with, that'll probably determine whether or not we are going to be seeing enough reasonings to decide that that's going to be a limited item, or if it's just going to be a free-for-all for them to be able to print as much as they want. So I would stay tuned on that one also. I wouldn't be going out and buying these at $200 personally, guys. I just don't see that much value in it currently. UPCs are one of those items that I'm hit or miss on. I like them, but I don't like them at the same time. They create too much havoc a lot of times. Even like the Celebrations UPC, it was a lot of havoc when it came down to it, and some people got them at a good price. Some people way overpaid for them. Some people are doing really well. Some of them are still sitting at $100 or $350 to $400. You know, people bought in at that range and are still sitting on them. It's just, they're a crazy investment thing. If you want them for your personal collection, like the Charizard UPC next to me, or if you want them for your personal collection like that, it doesn't matter what you pay for them if you're only buying one. I mean, if you want it, you buy it and then take the risks. But if you're looking at this as a long-term investment, or if you're looking at this as even a short-term investment, I would not be paying $200 for that currently until we get a little bit closer to October and see how this is all going to lay out. It's still really early on Pokemon 151. Take your time, analyze it, really look at all the aspects of this particular set. And I think that there's some good investment opportunities when it comes down to Pokemon 151. It's just going to have to pan out and kind of sift its way through, and we're really going to have to see what becomes available as we get closer to the release date of that October 6th date. We're a long ways out. There's a lot that can change. A lot more pre-orders can be put out there. A lot more Pokemon Center ETBs can be put out there, and there's definitely some good opportunities to see those again. So I would just take my time, watch, wait. Don't get caught up in the hype and FOMO. I know Japan's hot, and with the artwork inside of this, I understand. I mean, if you haven't seen some of the artwork, I'll put up a couple of cards next to me. Yeah, I mean, we got this Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur sitting next to me, which have beautiful artwork. We've got the evolutionary lines of each one of these cards, where you're looking at the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. You've got the Squirtle, Wartortle, and Blastoise, and of course going to Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur as going to be your starter lines, which I was really hoping they would do that, and they did. Looks fantastic on the end of the day. And they also put in this card, which I'm super excited for. This is the Mewtwo that Pokemon Go should have gotten right here. This is one we said we would have loved to have seen. Well, we're getting it in Pokemon 151. Pull rates are really going to dictate how much of an investment these cards even become. And also it's going to dictate how much demand there will be on Pokemon 151 at the end of the day. If these are really hard pull rates, we could see the prices of 151 go up really quickly. If they're really easy pull rates, I still think Pokemon 151 will increase, but we may not see crazy gains on this like we have seen with some other products like Evolving Skies when it comes down to gains. But overall, definitely some great opportunities. Definitely things that if I could find it at $119.99 for the UPC, definitely have no problem buying it. If I could get the Pokemon Center ETB under 70, I would definitely purchase it. I just wouldn't be paying these two and a half times or 2 times prices on these particular products yet. Long time to go, long opportunity for things to change, more product to show up, more pre-orders to show up at your local Targets, Walmarts, and all that other stuff as we move forward. So definitely take your time, analyze it, and really look at what you're getting. Other than that, guys, I was just going to say there's one other product I'm really excited for that's a new change for a holiday set when it comes down to the Pokemon TCG. And this one was also shown, which is going to be this one, which is going to be, of course, the Pokemon 151 6-pack booster bundle. I am excited that they did this. It's probably the closest thing that we've ever gotten to a straight booster box in a holiday set. Yes, it's a really small booster box, but hey, it's actually just packs wrapped in cardboard. We're not buying these ETBs to get all the junk inside of an ETB. You're not having to buy a collection box in order to be able to get the packs out of it and have a jumbo card and a promo card that you've got 100 of them. You're not going to have to go buy these little mini tins and hopefully find them on the shelves because they're the most compact option when it comes down to purchasing these. We can just buy straight packs of this particular product in these built-in battle size boxes. So once again, I'm looking at that as an investability option too, to be able to take this particular item and store it. Great for storage space when it comes down to actual packs. Once again, if we are having a really good chase on these particular items, there's definitely an opportunity for those to do really well. When once again, you're dealing with just straight packs. You're not buying sleeves and buttons and promo cards and things like that that you have to do with other products. So once again, really excited that Pokemon decided to do this with a holiday set. It's a great opportunity to just get 6 booster packs without other garbage and other extras that you don't really want. So overall, guys, hopefully it's some good information. Hopefully it's just, I just want to get out here and just say, take your time. Don't be jumping on everything. There's hype and FOMO. Japan is hyping and FOMOing over Pokemon 151. We are hyping and FOMOing over it. Take your time, relax in the investment side. Definitely take your time and watch for the best opportunities in this particular sets. Sit there and really analyze it and decide where your best opportunity is to step into it. $200 to me is a little steep for me to go buy a UPC right now of 151. Definitely the ETB is going for 120 to 150 on eBay right now. Just doesn't make sense. Personally, I think I would just sit there and hold off and see where it goes. And once again, it's a fantastic set, guy. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited for Pokemon 151, and it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this plays out going into October. So once again, guys, thank you for your time. If you have made it this far into the video, once again, and enjoyed this kind of information, be sure you hit that subscribe for me. Be sure that you hit that notify. And last but not least, hit that like button. It's greatly appreciated. As always, I'll put up 2 videos at the end like I always do for you guys. And we will see you next time here on Northwoods TCG.